Hey, hun.
Hello, babe. How are you today?
I'm not so good. Are you free to talk?
What happened? Yeah, I'm free to chat.
I just got off the phone with my dad. He's been so worried about his Teresa.
Okay. And?
My dad said she's been overly secretive all this while, and has been avoidant of him and every other person in the family. I tried chatting and calling her up, and it's the very same result as the others. She won't pick our calls or reply to our texts. And she hasn't been home in over a month.
Babe, I'm so sorry about all of that. Maybe we need to involve the police.
I do not think that'll be necessary.
Why? She may be in trouble or danger.
She's been posting frequently on all her social media handles, babe. None of her updates look like she's in any form of trouble or danger.
Oh, okay. So why are y'all worried? Shouldn't all her updates be enough that she's doing well?
Family always sticks together, babe. We're worried because she's not looking like she wants to stick around anymore, and she didn't bother to say anything to anyone about it, especially her husband, which just happened to be my father. She just upped and left.
Well, I sympathise with you, dear, but I think she just wants to be left alone for a while. There shouldn't be any fuss about her own decision.
There's going to be a lot of fuss from my end. My dad is involved and invested in all of this. His health may begin to deteriorate, if it hasn't already begun.
Again, I'm very sorry about that, but I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill in all of this. You see her updates every day, and that's a teller that there's no reason to fuss.
What? My father isn't reason enough?
I didn't say that.
You certainly implied it. And why are you even defending that shrew? You should be on the side of your family.
She's my mother-in-law, babe.
Let me put that more appropriately, Sven. You should be on the side of your wife-to-be. You should support who your wife-to-be is supporting.
Even when I know she's wrong?
How can you say I'm wrong? What makes me wrong in this context?
You never really liked her. It is understandable that you'll naturally oppose everything she says or does.
What? I know you think you are, but you're not making any sense at all. Someone picks up her things from her matrimonial home, at least without saying as much as a goodbye to her husband, or even her biological children. And you're here defending her. Really? Make it make sense, Sven.
Well, did you even bother to know why she did what she did, before labelling her as guilty in your court of hatred?
Are you kidding me right now? What can possibly justify what Teresa did? Give me one reason. And I'll agree that I was blinded by a dislike you're convinced I hoard for this woman.
Well, let me tell you something you don't know. Teresa was diagnosed with cancer. Oh, you didn't see that one coming, did you? It's so easy to cast stones and judge someone you don't like when you don't even know jack about them. But when you know the real truth, you won't be so talkative anymore.
And how did you get to know this truth? Last I checked, you didn't work in a lab. Neither are you in close correspondence with our family doctor. So Sven, do you guys explain how you know my stepmother, who's been actively ignoring all family members, is terminally ill? And don't you dare say accidentally without concrete proof.
Because I cared enough to reach out to her. That's how.
You cared enough to reach out to her and we don't. Are you not reading the things I've been texting you since? Everyone has been worried sick about her. Everyone has been trying to reach out to her. The fact that she only cared to respond to your reaching out only makes things all the more sus. Tell me when you reached out to her.
I don't need to tell you anything, Liz. Just take a look at how this conversation has played out, and you'll see just how easy it is for you to manipulate stuff to fit your narrative.
I'm manipulative. This is Teresa, isn't it? You called Teresa and probably met with that shrew without my consent or knowledge, and now she's filling your mind with the same amount of poison she filled my father's?
Nobody is filling my mind with poison, Liz, and I really don't think we should continue in a relationship where we really cannot agree about what is good and what's bad.
What? What are you doing, Sven? Are you breaking up with me over text? Because you think my stepmother's a saint and I'm not. We're getting married in 2 months.
I do not think I want to get married to someone like you. I'm sorry it took me this long to realise. Have a nice life.
You can't be serious. You cannot do this to me. We've been through so much for you to just discard what we have over a silly argument. We've been together for 4 years. Are you listening to me? Are you there? Stop declining my calls if you're not a coward. Reply me.
There's nothing more I have to say to you, Liz. I'm blocking you right away, so you'll stop blowing up my phone with calls and texts. Bye.
it has come to my knowledge that you've been gallivanting around with my man. It is only because I respect my dad that I won't bother to call you the names you deserve to be called. Sven broke up with me over an argument that had your name in it. And I'm just here to tell you, congratulations, you won this round. I know this is all a fling situation to you. All of your current wild lifestyle will still lead you back to where you got all the money to afford all of it in the first place. And I'm going to make sure there's nothing here for you to come back to. You can mark my words.
Now here's something I can finally reply to. You think I'd really care about you or your plans? All I care about is that Sven is all mine now. I don't have to share him with anybody.
You lying, shriveled, manipulative hag. Why would you do this to me? I've done nothing but respect you. Yet all you could think of to repay me is this.
It only took 1 month to shatter all you've built with that man for 4 years. You should be thanking me for helping you dodge a bullet. Do you know how much of a fetish he has for MILFs? What if this had happened after your marriage? Or after you've had kids? How will you cope? Just be grateful I took him off your hands. But I know I also have to thank you for handing me such a piece of meat on a platter. His first call to me was ordered by you, I gathered. Thank you, child. I'll live the rest of my life grateful that such a huge piece of meat is always there to satisfy me. And that's just because of you. So thank you.
You disgust me. The fact that you would leave your family, your husband and kids. That you would neglect the beautiful life you have. The comforts of family and run off with your stepdaughter's boyfriend. And live large and wild. Under the guise of a terminal illness. Only tells the tale of who you really are. A loose, shallow, materialistic, wild and promiscuous snitch. I promise you, all of this high won't really last, and I'll be here to bounce you out when you finally realize that.
Your aspirations inspire me, child. But I assure you that you'll keep waiting in vain for me to come back.
Then you'll die cold and alone, secluded from the people that should be holding your hand.
You think I need y'all to hold my hand while I breathe my last? I have Sven.
If Sven can up and leave me after 4 years, at the slightest inconvenience, you think he'll stand by you and hold your hands when you have nothing to offer him anymore? The height of cluelessness.
Unlike you, I have what it takes to keep a man, child. I'll be sure to send you a special invitation when we tie the knot. But for now, my man is calling me to join him in bed, so I'll talk to you later. I'll be sure to send you regards. Bye.
Enjoy it while it lasts, snitch. It won't last for long.
I really don't know why Tess is making me do this, but she wanted me to send you our wedding invitation. I'm not sure I want you to attend, but your mom wants her former family present. In case you won't click on the image, it's this weekend. The colour code is white. The venue is the same one we wanted to use. Please, don't be late. And if you know you'll cause a scene, then don't come at all.
Well, the view does seem that I want to see the face of both people who betrayed not only me, but my entire family. Your hag only wants you to send me an invite to spite me. And as her lapdog, I shouldn't expect you to do any less than that.
Don't be bitter, Liz. You can at least be happy for us. Your mum found her soulmate very late. You can still find yours too.
Oh my god. Here's an analogy of what you're doing, Sven. You pushed me off a bridge, yet you're judging me for falling inside the water. You're yelling as I fall that I should find a way to levitate so I don't get drenched. Then you're now promising me someone will come pull me out of where you've pushed me to and bring me back to the bridge. Absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? I believe you're borrowing from the sense of the one you're getting married to. So I won't really blame you for writing down garbage and hoping I'll pretend, for your sake, that I'm happy. You hurt me. Irreparably. Yet you're still trying to dictate how I express my hurt. I don't know if you laugh my head off or focus on the sick turn in my belly. Teresa was really right when she said I dodged a bullet. I'm grateful at least for that. But if you're expecting me to wish you all the best in your proposed married life, then you're in for disappointment.
I now realise that your bitterness may stem from a place of expectation. You were probably expecting me to come for your forgiveness, and I didn't. For that, I say I'm sorry.
You must think the world revolves around you. I returned your ring the day I learned of your affair with my mother, did I not? I unfriended you, unfollowed you, and stopped trying to reach you altogether, did I not? And you think I'm expecting you to reach out to me and beg for your forgiveness? Your ass deleted your fiancé. The only mistake I made was not blocking you here as well. But don't worry, I'll rectify that ASAP.
If that's what will help you heal, then go for it.
Stay away from me and my family, moving forward, or there'll be dire consequences to pay for it. Oh, and extend my regards to the ancestor you're marrying, okay?
I won't condone you insulting my bride in such a manner. Hello, Liz?
Oh, hi Bridezilla. Shouldn't you be busy slapping on foundation on your face on your wedding morning? I hear makeup covers up wrinkles and venom effortlessly.
Liz, this isn't Teresa. It's Sven.
Oh heavens, Sven. What are you doing using your wife's line to reach me on your wedding morning? What manner of desperation is that?
I couldn't reach you through my phone. You blocked me everywhere.
Because I didn't want to keep correspondence with someone like you, Sven. I believe I made it clear the last time we spoke. I shouldn't even be indulging you here. Go on ahead and meet your wife. Bye.
We're not married yet, you know?
And how is that any of my business?
Babe, don't be like this.
Babe, if you're having wedding jitters and you need encouragement, I'm not your plug man. Look elsewhere.
Your stepmother was arrested this morning.
She ceased being my stepmother a week and a half ago, and I have no interest in her arrest. Or did the police say I was involved in it?
She forged her medical report to access health insurance. It was a lump sum and a criminal offence.
Oh, so that'll explain how she got the money she was flexing with. I can't just but laugh. Dad wasn't joking when he said he'd have her investigated and exposed. This is refreshing news, really. Thank you for making my day.
I don't know what to say, Liz, but I wasn't expecting you to act in this manner.
Don't even get me started, Sven. Am I supposed to feign sympathy or empathy for her? She's not even officially my stepmother anymore. I have no legal ties with her. Why should I feel sorry for such a person? Especially after all they've done to my family.
You can at least feel sorry for me. I was tricked into this entanglement by her fake medical records. I felt sorry for her, and I wanted to help her fulfill every one of her dying wishes. I didn't deserve to be played like this.
Therefore, I should feel sorry for you. We were dating for 4 years, engaged with our wedding in view. You upped and went to be with someone twice my age because of her dying wishes. Now you come back to me and expect to be pitied? It seems to me that you only get stupider by the day. Little wonder there, considering the fraud you were about to spend the rest of your life with.
Those are not cool things to say.
Oh yeah, well here's a very uncool thing. I don't have an iota of pity for your foolishness. I mean that with my entire heart. Now, get out of my DMs.
I have a favour to ask of you.
I don't render favors to people like you, Sven. Have a nice day.
I know it's going to take a little time, babe, but please find it in your heart to forgive me. Let's try to work it out between ourselves. We've come too far to lose all to a farce. I'm ready to put in all the work that'll be required for you to forgive me.
You are crazy. Blocked. It took a lot for our family to recover from the blow Teresa dealt our way. However, the court hearings played a therapeutic role, especially for my dad and I. We attended every hearing of her case with the government to help us find closure and solace. Teresa claimed that she didn't falsify the document. It was mailed to her from her hospital, but she later admitted that it'd been a mistake they'd connected a few hours after the initial blunder. But her criminal mind had processed how an opportunity where she could make money just presented itself. After the case dragged on for about 6 months, she was finally convicted to 4 years jail time. I know it pained my dad to see a 13-year-old marriage go down the drain, but I was glad he now understood the marriage couldn't even be salvaged to begin with. She'd only stayed that long because of the money and security Dad had to offer her, and she didn't hesitate to leave when she found something seemingly better. Dad put words to his resolve on the day Teresa was sentenced, that he wasn't going to pay attention to dating anymore, he was only now going to focus on his kids. He'd also apologized for letting our relationship be affected by Teresa's antics. Sven wouldn't stop blowing up my phones with calls and texts from different numbers. He'd even appear from nowhere and begin to beg for my forgiveness and to accept his ring. It all became very embarrassing and annoying that I filled a restraining order in his name. I was still yet to completely heal from his betrayal, unlike my dad. I'd also resolved to put dating or anything of that sort on hold, till further notice.